Navi. Hey!
I don't think
Isaac!
I don't think Dead Space 1 is like some masterful like horror game. In fact, the original game is very on the nose at times. What, you're using Thundag already?
I love Dead Space. My personal opinion is
It's a good game.
the first one is a little overloved, and hold on, this is my unpopular opinion of this video, is the third one's a little overhated. It is not nearly as good as 1 and 2, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, it's still Dead Space.
Clearly, EA made it, like, to, less horror-y and whatever, but honestly, the game still plays really good. I never played the co-op, so it is what it is on that, but, like, people act like Dead Space 3 is, like, a crappy game. That is not the case. Now, I don't know if it's akin to Mass Effect 3, because I never played any of the Mass Effect games. Like, I know people, like, really hate 3. But, I'm telling you, like, 1, people act like it's a literal perfect game, and 3, they act like it's, like, a 3 out of 10. And there's definitely somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Clearly 1 and 2 are better, though. Like, I don't think anyone will disagree there. But when people are like, it's unplayable, it's so bad, it's like, come on. It's like when Silent Hill Downpour came out, and a bunch of major things like IGN gave it like a 3 out of 10, and I'm like, okay, if Downpour is a 3 out of 10, then Homecoming is a 0 out of 10. But then again, it's easier to come out with something that's, like, bombastic. Like, if the FF7 remake, when it comes out, like, you're going to get more views by saying it's a 4 out of 10 than you are saying it's a 10 out of 10. Because everyone's going to say it's a 10 out of 10. Boom! My specialty is the actual legitimate 5 out of 10 games. We just got done playing one in Oxide Room 104. Like, that's my specialty in games. When I find an honest-to-God 5 out of 10, I'm like, okay. And not a 5 out of 10 because it's an 8 out of 10 game that's just boring. Like, a 5 out of 10 because it's, like, definitely flawed in every way, but you can see where all the good ideas are. That's my specialty. Not so neat.
Would kill for a shower.
Oh.
Can I join you, Tifa?
Got him. Has Callisto Protocol gotten like people excited about that? I've heard like pretty mixed things.
I hear that it's like a good game, but I don't know. I guess people's expectations were really high because it's the original Dead Space makers, but it's very similar to Dead Space, but a little bit more archaic. I don't know. It looks like a lot of combat, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I think people were expecting a little bit more nuance because they didn't have like EA like breathing down their throat. But it feels like it's even more like kind of low IQ than Dead Space.
I don't remember Dead Space 1 being particularly high IQ game.
Yeah, that's why I said it like that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that like Dead Space is for dummies.
There's some really cool...
It isn't at all.
No, there's some really cool parts, like the zero-G stuff and whatever. There's, like, definitely moments that make you think, but I would not consider it a game that, like, your average person can't play.
By the way, my favorite Dead Space game is definitely 2. Even though 2's a little short, I think it's the most, like, cohesive and fun, and it has the scariest horror sections and the most fun action sections. It's, like, the best of, like...
Well, I will say the beginning and end of that game are both spectacular. When you start out in Dead Space 2, you're, like, in a mental institute, and you have to escape a bunch of necromorphs while being in a, what's the word I'm looking for, a straitjacket. That's like 10 out of 10 setup. And then having to do the infamous eye scene at the end of Dead Space 2 is also 10 out of 10. Because it's like they just knew the one thing people would never want to have to do. That being dealing with eye stuff.
That's a win. Is this really?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just it's too easy to like really. I don't know. It's like in the situation of Callisto Protocol, it's like, do you just literally want Dead Space again? Like, don't you want them to like evolve or do something different? You know, it hasn't been like long enough in so much that like, oh, nothing's been made like this before, you know, or nothing's been made like this in 20 years. It's more of just let them do their own thing and kind of go from there.
Find that attack the third missile.
Take them away, toys.
Here it comes. This one's for you. That's the way to do it.
Ralphie, get off the stage, sweetie. I've been watching a little bit here or there of
Oh my
of
god.
what?
2,600 years.
Base of old Simpsons, and I just gotta tell you, there'll never be anything quite as based as that. Like the Frank Grimy Grimes episode, where Homer enters with a bunch of children into the design your own nuclear power plant, and literally everyone deadpan is just like happy that Homer's in it, including Mr. Burns, who never is on Homer's side. Just hilarious. You can't be serious right now. He's in a competition with children. Yeah, and he's kicking their asses. 10 out of 10. You like, oh my god. Oh, Ben, CIB Ben told me that they changed the voice actor of Carl
Cloud?
for no reason, and that upsets me.
Down here a little while ago.
That's weird.
So now Carl doesn't sound like
They
Carl.
should replace Marge. It sounds like she's dying.
Yeah, seriously. Like, he's still alive and he's still fine, and he still does other voices for the show, but he just doesn't do Carl anymore. They hired a new person for Carl.
That's so weird.
Not Lenny! I'm trying to think of, like, I'm just sitting here thinking of any games that I'm, like, really specifically looking forward to, and I think it's just FF7 Part 2 for me, really. A lot of the big, like, I just don't like big open world RPGs, and it seems like that's all people want to, like, make anymore. Like, the idea of something like Starfield, if it was made 10 years ago and not by Bethesda, would be, like, pretty interesting.
Yeah, I have so little interest in games that just, like... Games that are sold on the fact that they have a million things to do. It is so uninteresting to me. When you plop me down in a big open world, and there's a billion quest markers on the mini-map, I'm in the middle of 10 side quests that all suck and are boring. I just want to turn off the game.
Dude.
I don't care if a game has 150 hours of content. I want to get on with my life and do something else that's more fun. I don't need to waste my time.
The ultimate example of that is, so I played Far Cry 3, this is like years ago.
I played the ever-living heck out of this game, and I only have 85 hours on it.
Right.
I beat this game like 3 or 4 times. This is my second hard mode playthrough. I did normal mode like 2 or 3 times, and it's like, and I grinded every materia. I got every single materia, 3 sets of them to max, and I only have 85 hours. It's like, this is me, like, a game that I love, and I just want to play, and it's still less than $100.
Yup. No, I agree. When I was playing Far Cry 3, because I was pretty interested in the story because of the really crazy bad guy, I was like, I want to play this game. And the first 30 minutes to an hour is very much like a God of War thing. It's very linear. And I remember playing it and being like, I really like this story, this is cool. And then the second you get past the prologue, you're just in this big open area, and it gives you like 8 waypoints to go to. I literally was like, I'm done, and I never played the game again because it was like too much.
Yes.
And I was like, yeah, I guess I could go the entire way across this ridiculously large map, and go do the one main quest, but like, ugh. I just want a game, maybe it exists, where you can just explore deep sea. It doesn't even have to be like a story-based game, just something where like there's like maybe procedurally generated,
I think
or maybe
Subnautica is kind of like.
Is
that.
it like that?
I think so. If you ever see a copy of that come in, just take it. And
Okay.
I never played it, so I might be completely wrong. But I think Subnautica is like.
Huh.
It has a little bit of a narrative to it. I don't know if that is good or bad.
The game seems pretty popular, and my worry is that what I'm looking for is something that's probably not popular. I just kind of want a deep sea. Do you remember the outside parts in Soma? I think it's Soma, where you're just like going around the deep sea stuff and it's fun. I just want that. So if Subnautica is anything like that, I would quite enjoy that.
At least give it a shot.
But yeah.
I don't know for sure.
I also want a game like Shadow of the Colossus, except for it's underwater. If that makes sense? Like, you're just like exploring around, and all of a sudden you find these impossibly huge underwater creatures. I'd play that game for like an hour and get so scared I'd probably uninstall it. Because,
dude, the
sounds awesome but scary.
Yeah, the very few amount of footage we have of very deep sea creatures are all fascinating and horrifying at the same time.
Right? So why can't we get something like that?
It's like I can't stop looking at them, but I want to stop looking at them.
Well, the one where it's a colossal, I don't know if it's a squid or if it's a jellyfish, but like, I think it's a squid, and the legs just go down for like hundreds of yards, and you're like, why does this exist?
Yeah, those squids that are like...
What hath God wrought?
Yeah, squids that are literally like 1,000 feet long because of their long appendages. It's like, how did this even happen?
I'll tell you how it happened.
Chad move.
That was Chadley. Kill him, Red.
Red. How do you do that? Oh yeah, oh my god, I forgot about this sub-boss. I'm sort of looking at my phone, just hoping at 11 o'clock. We only have 10 minutes, I might not have to do this boss. Oh, and these enemies suck too.
You know what they need to make? They need to make a game where you can play like as Galactus from Marvel. Like, it doesn't have to be Marvel, but like an impossibly large creature like that you're just going around and destroying worlds and other such things. That would be pretty base.
I don't know what's happening.
What the heck? Actually, wait, it's been legitimately like 15 years since they made a Katamari Damacy. Why aren't we making a Katamari Damacy with PS5 technology, please?
That'd be so awesome.
One where you can start at the bacterial level and get to the point where you're rounding up the universe. Make it like...
Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. I'm dead. Oh, I'm not dead! Yeah, we did it.
Wow.
I wasn't paying attention at all. Just kill this thing. I hate sledgeworms. They're probably my least favorite enemy in the game. Alright, let's see it. Magnify. Such a waste of MP, but I don't want to die.
No, yeah, absolutely. Is Final Fantasy 16 anywhere close to like anywhere close?
I think they want to release it next year. Like, Square Enix released an image just like a couple days ago on their like Twitter that it's summer 2023.
Wow.
I guess we'll see what happens, but if plans go as they seem to be, it seems like it'll be Final Fantasy 16 summer and then Rebirth in winter, which is just two big Final Fantasies. Like, when's the last time that has ever happened for Square Enix? Final Fantasy releases are so staggered ever since Final Fantasy X. It's
yeah,
like
I was
even
gonna say maybe 12 and 13 came out within like a year or two of each
I
other.
think 12.
Maybe.
I think 12 came out in 2005 and 13 came out in 2008.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that would be pretty neat. I don't know if you would count Crisis Core, but that would be like 3 games in a calendar year,
Yeah.
if you count that one.
Crap, we have to do this, perhaps.
Not H2O1 something 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 something. Well, that took a ton.
This boss is way more than just this.
Oh, okay. Pretty spooky. Also, what's going on with that music? Oh, okay. This is supposed to be happening, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what's happening. Holy crap, I have about a limit break just for that.
My actual brain.
Alright, is this the real one? Okay, I can't tell yet. I think it's that one.
Wouldn't it be A?
Yeah. Well, regardless what happened, I think I killed most of them.
Good lord.
Okay, yeah, cool. Sure. I always forget about that fight because it's so weird.
Well, at least you fought all like 20 of them.
Fine. One step at a time.
Dude, Hojo's setup is so cool in this game.
I'll let Tifa and Aerith know.
Yeah, it definitely seems more like appropriate for like a Shinra lab built specifically for him. Just having these endless test chambers and stuff. Pretty
That's the
cool.
door to report for.
If we want to get in, we'll need to go all the way
Alright, I
back
think
to
we're
the
about
central
done.
temple.
I'm running out of time.
Oddly, this whole setup in this room reminds me of like Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. In the way it's set up, in the way you like kind of experience. It's all one big room, but you experience different parts
Yeah.
as you go through.
It's funny that you mentioned Prince of Persia because I was really thinking after I finish this game that I'm gonna do
Probably should.
Sands of Time. at
Considering
least.
they're for some reason that I can't figure out, never going to finish the remake.
We have a couple more minutes.
I'm not sure why a remake is taking. Like that game has been
They
delayed
out-
for like years.
This is not a meme. They outsourced it to India, and the source material they got from there was unusable, and they scrapped the entire project. And I think they want to do it in-house, but who knows? Ubisoft has been working on Beyond Good and Evil 2 for like literally like 10 years now. And who knows when that's coming out too.
Wait, what does Ubisoft make anymore besides Assassin's Creed? Do they make Far Cry?
Ghost Recon, Rainbow Siege.
Do they make Far Cry? I think they do.
Yes.
Because they haven't had an Assassin's Creed in a couple years.
Any garbage, uninspired, like, filler game, it's usually Ubisoft.
Yeah.
They did Immortals, Phoenix Rising.
That was a big hit.
Yeah, but it was just a Breath of the Wild clone. But it's more inspired than their other garbage.
That sucks, because the one game I would actually want, a.k.a. Sands of Time Remake. Gotta love all these companies outsourcing. We'll say it every day till the game comes out, but Silent Hill 2 Remake is being outsourced. It's not made by Konami.
Yeah, it's made by, they're literally called Bloober Team. An inspiring name.
So, it's not gonna be good.
And yeah, and the footage we already saw, I'm sure it's gonna be competent, but it is not appropriate for a Silent Hill 2 remake.
I really wish you wouldn't. I'll take care of them.
At least you get to use based Sarah.
Yes. As long as she doesn't die. Great. I hate Sledgeworms. And stopped.
Oh!
And whenever the thing that really sucks is that when they start that animation, when they go in the ground, they're unhittable, which is just garbage.
Yeah, it's like
It's not fair.
the iframes are ridiculous.
Yeah. Like, the second they start that animation, you can't attack them. Nope.
You're still doing okay, right?
And just over time, it's just like, they just eventually just kill you. Ugh.
I like just how, because of the purple materia being so important, you have like room for literally one green materia. It's so different from the original.
Yeah, it's like, I understand why they did it, and like, for the most part it works, but when you have to like, equip a healing materia just to heal because you can't use potions, it's a little annoying.
Worked up a good sweat.
Sweaty Tifa.
Red!
I'm coming. Can you take over for me?
Seems like literally everything is weak to thunder.
Actually, one thing about this, these guys are actually weak to ice, but ice is an annoying thing to time. But basically all the bosses from here on out do not have any weaknesses at all.
Oh.
There's some kind of cool stuff, like when we do the Swordipede, it's weak to like bio and some other stats effects, which is kind of cool. And even Genova is like weak to silence, and you can put it to sleep, which is interesting. But none of them have elemental weaknesses at all, which I guess, I mean,
Has Cloud and Barrett found anything?
we have like 5 bosses left to go in the entire game.
The fourth ward. But to unlock it, they have to access the central terminal, which they cannot do from their position.
No,
Maybe we
Nanaki!
can get to it instead. Yeah, let's try.
We'll just do this real.
What she meant to say is, CIB, let's try. Register trademark.
Register trademark. Go, stupid.
Off I go.
Monaki.
CIB, let's try FF7 Remake Part 35.
I wanna... We should have a stored dog that's just Red 13.
I don't know, Nate really wants a store cat, and I don't.
Yeah, I really want cat piss everywhere.
Yeah, seriously. Sugar can be the store dog and just run away instantly.
The professor still has plans for us, I presume.
I can't wait for
All that remains is the
Yikes.
fourth ward. We must
I
trust
forget how
the
you
cloud
pronounce it the
bear
weird
to
way.
see through.
Kyatsooth. And Sid. And Based Vincent!
Alright. Oh, of course I have decent one.
I'll show you what I can do. One more shot. You've got this. Wait up. I'll take care of them. Sorry. Too much?
Stealing MP from a machine.
Based.
Get him.
Get 'em,
No
boys.
surprises there.
Da.
Okay, so we're done with this part. I'm gonna look up how to say Kate Sith.
Kyats.
Even though when I look it up, I'm instantly gonna forget and call him Kate Sith.
Every single time. I mean, I know that there's a specific way to do it, but I forget it. Kyats, yeah. It's Welsh, you idiot. Oh, sorry. I need to boat up on my Welsh pronunciations. Kutsuth.
Hey. Hey.
Hey. Say it, Yuffie.
Next up is Kate Sith from Final Fantasy VII. That's right, I said Kate Sith because
Ooh.
I'm an American. That's how Americans say it.
Sapphire weapon attacks with an orange and a purple, while Kenshi frees Barret. Shinra does
Katshi.
CMOS.
How do you actually say it?
It's that one, like Katshi.
Okay.
I'm gonna subscribe to that girl who said, I'm American, so I say it like Kate Sith. That's based. Subscribed! I'm an American, so I'm gonna say it Eris and Yuffie. Dang it. It's hard not to do that one anyway. Alright, we'll see you next time with more Chapter 17. And we're getting kind of near the end, I think, maybe?
We still have the rest of Chapter 17 is probably going to be an entire sit-down. Then the Chapter 18 is going to be another entire sit-down. Plus we have intergrade, so we still have a while to go.
Bye.